Welcome to Ultimate Skincare and Beauty Report. I'm Mary Winkenwerder. The path to becoming a licensed hair or aesthetic professional can be long and detailed. Add in the cost of any program and the dream can be dampened quickly. Are there scholarship resources available to those who wish to become industry professionals? This episode we meet with a talented group of professionals and students who will share with us firsthand about their journey with the Vidal Sassoon Scholarship Program. Joining us this episode is Linnell Lynch, Ashley Good, and Anthony Johnson to share with us more about the scholarship and how it has impacted their lives and careers. Everyone, welcome to Ultimate Skincare and Beauty Report.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
It's great to have you join us. I really do appreciate your time. So we're going to start with, the discussion with Linnell. Linnell Lynch, tell us a little bit about who you are and your relationship with the Vidal Sassoon Scholarship Program.
Well, thank you, Mary, and thank you for all you're doing to lift up the perception of our industry. I'm the proud owner of the Bellis Academy. We have 4 academies across the United States that train the future professionals in skincare, massage, cosmetology. And I was fortunate to be on the board, and have been for 8 years, of the American Association of Cosmetology Schools. There, we truly recognized that we needed to help elevate the perception of the industry through the gift of educational scholarships. And we created a 501c3 called Beauty Changes Lives. And with that, one of our most important first gifts was from Procter & Gamble. In memory of Vidal Sassoon, we received $1.5 million to award scholarships over 5 years. That we started last year, and have just truly been blessed by meeting people that you're going to be introducing today, who we truly have changed their lives by the gift of scholarships. They have shared with us how passionate they are about this industry. We also know that there's individuals that come into this industry that not only are enriched by how they touch lives, but most importantly, how they make this world so beautiful. Right. So Beauty Changes Lives, over our first year and a half, we've received over $3 million, and so we continue to give scholarships, and as you mentioned today, we're talking about those in memory of Vidal Sassoon. He was truly an iconic individual that changed the conversation, that allowed fashion, hair, and beauty all to be synonymous, and to really lift up the perception of the hairstylist as a huge part of fashion.
Absolutely. So what exactly is the Vidal Sassoon Scholarship, and what does the scholarship offer, and how does it set the tone for one's career?
Fantastic question. There are actually 2 elements. There is the basic scholarship, and that is for individuals just getting ready to start in their journey. The scholarship is 50% of their tuition, up to $10,000, so it's a significant gift. These are done through a competition twice a year, where individuals can either provide an essay, a scholarship, or now an online photography essay to share how beauty is going to change their lives. And twice a year we select 10 individuals that will receive the scholarship. The other half is for the advanced professional, because we know that entering this industry, it's all about lifetime learning. So the advanced scholarship is for individuals that are already licensed to receive 1 week at the Vidal Sassoon Academy to go through an advanced training session that truly Vidal put together, and it's really internationally known as one of the finest trainings in the world.
That's absolutely amazing. That's a chance of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
It really and truly is. I mean, when you stop to think about, the industry today, and, there really is nothing like this offered.
No, and we've seen whether it's students that have received the financial scholarships or mentors, the type of introductions that we've been able to give them into the professional industry has just been a catalyst to really propelling their career to the next level. And we really look at mentorship as key to the success of Beauty Changes Lives, because we want everyone to have the confidence to continue to become like a Vidal Sassoon, because this industry continues to evolve. Mary, as you mentioned, there's always new products, there's new innovations, there's new ways to look and feel wonderful, and we're the answer. So
absolutely,
just giving everyone inspiration.
Sure. So how has the program, or how has the professional beauty industry supported the program? And are there others working to champion, for others who are working to champion beauty as a career?
The industry has tremendously embraced Beauty Changes Lives for those that we have outreach to. For instance, Jan Arnold, who is the co-founder of Creative Nail, has launched a scholarship in the nail category. And last year we honored Tippi Hedren, who really was the catalyst behind the entire Asian nail movement. So today we have raised almost $200,000 in that category, and we're on our way to $1 million to continue to showcase nail professionals as a wonderful career. Massage Envy, through the leadership of CG Funk, who is their vice president, also continues to contribute significantly. And so therefore we're lifting up the image of massage as this incredible career through the gift of scholarships as well. Dr. Howard Murad is also working on a gift in the aesthetic category.
He's amazing.
He is. And so today we have cosmetology, nails, massage, skincare, all wrapped. There are hundreds of professionals who have already volunteered, either as a judge, because it takes a lot when you have hundreds and hundreds of these essays coming in to select the top ones that will be awarded a scholarship. And we also have those professionals that have been on stage at some of our events. We have a tremendous amount of past events that are on YouTube that parents or individuals can see, that showcase individuals, that tell their journey, that say, I started in beauty school and then this is what I did. Because it's important to see those building blocks, that someone just did not become iconic in a day, that they truly worked hard, they gained advanced education, they gave back, and then their life became enriched. So there's a lot of individuals. We're not done at all yet. As a charity, we're only a couple years old. This year, we're going to be honoring Leo Passage in his memory. We just received $1 million check from the Passage family, and this new scholarship is going to go for competitions. So that is very exciting. Leo Passage was an internationally acclaimed competitive hairstylist, and to help best honor him and live his memory, we are going to be sponsoring both professionals and students into the competitions so that they have the confidence and the financial abilities to do that. So this year we're going to do our annual legacy event in Chicago in March, aligned with the large show that happens there, and we hoping to open the door to over 1,000 individuals there that may not have heard about Beauty Changes Lives, but we want them to be engaged, because everyone in this industry can give back in their own special way.
That's amazing. So how does one qualify for the scholarship? They know that it's out there, they watch the show, or they see, they come to my blog, they read about it, they say, wow, this is great, I'm really hyped up about this. What do I do?
First is go to our website, beautychangeslives.org. Click on the scholarship link, and it's a very simple application process. You just complete your name and your information, and whether you're an advanced or a student, then you have to get, for instance, if you're a student, you need the school that you're going to be applying to send in a letter of confirmation that you would be accepted to that school. And then you either decide to tell a 300-word essay in written format, a 3-minute video, or right now we also have the ability to post some photographs that share and illustrate your essay. So it's a very simplistic way to do that. Our competitions run for about 2.5 months, and then they close to allow for judging, and then the next competition will launch. So it's always important to check the website and know when the competitions are running.
Great. So to date, how many people have received or won the scholarship?
We are at about a little over 100 students that have received one of the kind of scholarships that we offer. So.
That's beautiful. Wow, this is forward moving. And how is this particular scholarship? Now, I know I mentioned earlier that there's nothing like this, but there are other beauty scholarships on the market. So how is this scholarship different from existing scholarship programs?
Well, good question. There are many that may offer $1,000 or $500. I think this one, because of our commitment to truly changing lives, the nail scholarship, for instance, is up to 100% of the tuition, or $5,000, because in many cases the nail is a short program. So we are really trying to make a big impact with a large dollar amount versus a smaller dollar amount, coupled with the fact that we really are focused on mentoring the winners and following their journey and following their story, because we know that they can be successful professionals. My lights just turned out. I'm not moving around enough. I need to move around.
Oh, that's okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. So I can still see you. So what are the total dollar amounts for the individual scholarships available?
Okay, for the basic Vidal Sassoon, it's up to $10,000. For the advanced, it's $5,000. The nail professional is $5,000, and the massage therapy is $2,000.
Wonderful. And do you have to go to, or do you have to attend a certain institute or educational platform in order to receive this? I mean, do you have to go to a specific, university, or I want to say accredited educational facility?
Great question, Mary. This organization, our nonprofit, was created by the American Association of Cosmetology Schools, AACS, and so therefore the member schools are the ones that the students will be attending. And there's over 1,000 schools across the country, so there are plenty of schools that students can find in their local markets that are part of the AACS membership.
That's fantastic. So in addition to everything that the scholarship offers, there is also an advanced category of scholarships that provide ongoing education for licensed beauty and wellness professionals. Can you tell us about this opportunity, and is it through the same scholarship program?
You apply the exact same way. It's on the website. It's for the advanced Vidal Sassoon. That's the one advanced program we have right now, but it doesn't mean that we won't be offering more advanced programs as we move forward. But this one is for the 1 week at the Vidal Sassoon Academy. So it's for the licensed professional. It's up to $5,000, so that can cover your tuition, part of your travel, and other expenses.
Wonderful. So now we have the opportunity to switch gears and speak to two recipients of the scholarship program. And joining us now in the conversation is Ashley Good and Anthony Johnson. Ashley and Anthony, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're going to start with Ashley, and then we'll, continue the conversation with Anthony. So, Ashley, how did you hear about the scholarship?
Whenever I was applying to my dream school, I had asked them if there were any scholarship opportunities, and they had given me a list. So I kind of just researched them on my own from there.
So what was the first thought to go through your mind when you heard about the Vidal Sassoon Scholarship Program?
Oh my gosh, how amazing it would be, almost like winning a lottery for, something like this.
Sure. And how did you prepare for this scholarship process?
Honestly, I wanted to know a lot about Vidal, since it was kind of based around him a little bit, so I wanted to find things in him that inspired me. So I watched the movie about him twice, and I actually read the autobiography and kind of got inspired by things that I had found in both of those.
Sounds like you completely immersed yourself in that. That was
Yeah,
great. So
I
tell me
did.
about your personal process from start to finish.
Okay, so basically, you could, whenever I had checked into it, you could write an essay or you could do a video submission. Originally, I had planned to write an essay in three parts. First, how Vidal inspired me. Secondly, kind of what inspired me into the industry myself. And then thirdly, how I saw myself changing lives through beauty. And when I had started to write the essay, I felt like I wanted people to be able to see me, and kind of that's what switched it to the video. That's why I made the video, and then the process of finding a photographer that could really capture me in the way that I wanted to present myself.
That's wonderful. So your video, did you have to place that on YouTube, or what kind of platform did you have to post your video on for a review?
On YouTube.
Okay, awesome. So so we can reference that video at any point.
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic, definitely. All right. So what was the most challenging part of your process?
Well, I had already applied to school, and I had started school. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and I had just uprooted myself and moved to New York City. And the hardest part for me was the photographer that I had chose was from Pennsylvania.
Right.
So it was I was going to meet with her on weekends, driving back and forth from the city to try to do little parts at a time, and then get it all compiled for her and I to sit down and compile it the way that I wanted it to be presented. So that was kind of the most challenging part for me.
Sure, sure. And I mean, everybody's challenges are going to be completely different. So, yeah. So how has winning the scholarship helped you in your career goals?
Um, you know, Basically, it really has helped me because it covered half of my tuition. So it left room for me to continue to learn by going to advanced classes, which I have already taken one, which has been such an opportunity to,
Yeah.
such a chance of a lifetime to win this, and be able to continue to learn.
That's great. So when was the first moment you realized you successfully used your affiliation with the scholarship to your advantage?
I had worked at a local salon before, just doing like desk work and management. And when I had moved to New York, and I had won the scholarship and had my video, they had posted it on Facebook, and then shared it with a lot of the clients. And then also they had the local newspapers had picked up the story, which I wasn't expecting until I came home for Thanksgiving, and I had all these people that had questions about it, and kind of they got to see what my inspiration, and they got to see me, what really drove me to want to do this, and it was really cool. Kind of like put me on the map in a really small town, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it sure does. So what
Yeah, and
advice?
Mary, that's I'm sorry, just to interject, that is part of what Beauty Changes Lives does for all of our scholarship winners. Every single video from an award winner is posted on our website, so you can go back historically and look at all the rich stories, but also we carve out public relations press releases that go into every one of their hometowns. So I'm so excited to hear your story, because that's exactly what we want to do is make you look like the superstar. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I think that's a brilliant strategy, and congratulations. I think it's brilliant coming from a business aspect, and the reason being is because you can have an amazing product, but unless you market it correctly and give it the right publicity, it's not going anywhere. So I mean, this is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, definitely very cool.
Yeah, it really is. It's cute, and no pun on beauty there. So what advice could you give to anyone who wants to win the scholarship?
I think your best bet is to just stay true to who you are. I had watched a lot of the other video entries and read them, and I think it's important to see them, but also to remember that this is about you, and to keep it as much to you as you possibly can. And if you have drive and passion and you are interested in this craft, that's going to show through in your essay or in your video entry. I really just think staying true to who you are and what motivates you is what's really important.
That's wonderful. So, Anthony, how did you hear about the scholarship?
I heard about the scholarship in my second week at Pivot Point International. It was an info session that one of the counselors came in to give.
Pivot Point's good about that. I'm familiar with Pivot Point. I was in the Chicago market for a while, and it's an amazing academy. It really and truly is. So, what was the first thought to go through your mind when you heard about this?
Well, when we first had the info session, the counselor, she was showing some of the prior or the previous winners, and the video entries were really, really in depth, and they seemed professional, like professional commercials. So initially, everybody in the info session just kind of talked amongst each other, and we felt like it would be really hard to actually do a commercial or a video entry of that caliber. So initially, I thought I was going to do an essay. But I'm actually really good with visual arts and expressing myself and my passion through that way. So I wanted to do a video. So so
Fantastic.
initially it seemed like it was going to be a tough thing to do, but it was worth it.
So, how did you prepare for the scholarship?
Well, I couldn't actually, because I was paying for my tuition. I couldn't afford to actually hire a photographer or a videographer. So I just did a lot of research on Google, and I looked up previous winners and entries, and I just kind of figured out a way to try to edit the scholarship video for myself, and I actually got my girlfriend to do the photography and the videography for me, and so that's how I went about doing the whole process.
That's fantastic. And so, tell me about your process from start to finish.
Well, I was going through a lot of things at that time. So my days pretty much are work during the daytime from 8 to 4, and then I go to school from 6 to 10. So I would only get a chance to really do any kind of filming or any ideas brainstorming at nighttime. And so from there I would brainstorm, and then on the weekends I would try to get in time to do some videography. And with my lady schedule, it was kind of hard to fit everything in. So it took maybe a couple of weeks to actually get in total, what is it, 3 minutes for the video. So it took weeks just to get the footage for everything that we wanted to do, just based off of our schedules. And once I actually got everything together, I would spend a lot of nights editing, and me and her would go through a lot of the footage that we got and bounce ideas off of each other. And it was a lot of nights where, like, coming down to the final few days, I would spend not even going to sleep, just trying to put the video together.
Wow, that's dedication. That is
Yeah.
dedication. So, in this whole path, what was the most challenging part aside from what you've already shared with us, the video editing and such? Were there any other major challenges for you?
I think the hardest thing, even with Ashley too, she probably can testify to this, that just staying driven with your passion, knowing that you want to actually get this done, and you have that feeling that it's really important that you get this out, not even for the sake of winning a scholarship, but it's kind of like to document this time in your journey, and that just to stick with that and constantly remind yourself that if you can get this done and set the tone for your career, then you can kind of handle anything that might be thrown your way. So that was my whole thought process through that whole time period.
So, how has winning the Vidal Sassoon Scholarship helped you in your career?
It's like I say, it set the tone for my career at Pivot Point. I didn't have any prior experience in cosmetology before I signed up at Pivot Point, and I think it kind of separated me from a lot of the peers at school. It showed that I had the passion and drive to do this, and I actually was able to win the scholarship. I think I was like the only guy in the fall class that actually won the scholarship. So, for me, I actually said it put me on the map as far as in the cosmetology field. So I
That's
really appreciate
amazing.
this opportunity.
That's wonderful.
And
So
Anthony, your story was so heartwarming that we actually showed it at the annual convention for all the beauty school owners that were in attendance. And when we did the big press conference in honoring Leo Passage and accepting the $1 million check, the press there and the VIPs in attendance also got to see your video. So
Wow.
please know, both of you really put so much heart and soul into that. And I think telling your story really will change others' lives when they see the confidence that both of you had in terms of dedicating the time to do that. It shows tremendous confidence. And I know both of you are going to go on to do amazing things in this wonderful industry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Anthony, when was the first moment you realized you successfully used your affiliation with the scholarship to your advantage?
I feel like every day I use to my advantage. Like a lot of times when we have representatives come into our school and our coordinators are there, a lot of times they pull me to the side and allow me to be introduced to those people personally versus being introduced with the rest of my class, which is, I really appreciate that. Like I said, I didn't have any prior experience in cosmetology prior to coming into Pivot Point, so to kind of be put in the forefront like that, I think that's really, really good for me and my career.
That's great. And what advice can you give to anyone who wants to win the scholarship?
The good thing about this scholarship is that it doesn't take a lot of resources to be able to apply. So if you are very determined and you have the passion and you have the will and you want the best for you and your career, I would suggest that you just the time and the effort to apply.
Fantastic. So, Linnell, Ashley, and Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. This has truly been inspirational, and I know that this will be a valuable resource to inspire others moving forward.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you very much. And please share with your audience to log on to beautychangeslives.org and hear their lovely stories and the others that have won scholarships, and take that moment today to apply yourself, because beauty will change your lives.
Fantastic. All right. Everyone, catch up with me on my blog, www.beautybeautereport.com, and on Twitter @beautypublicist. Everyone, thanks so much for joining us on Ultimate Skincare and Beauty Report. Have a beautiful and successful week. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.